Nike almost lost everything, not because they didn't have good products, but because no one cared. In the early 1980s, Nike was struggling. Sales were slowing down, competition was rising, and the brand was fading. They needed something bold, something different, something that could change everything. Then they saw him, a young basketball player, raw talent, explosive energy, but still unproven. Most companies didn't see a star, they saw a risk. And risk was something big brands avoided. But Nike wasn't in a position to play safe anymore. They had nothing to lose, so they made a decision. That didn't make sense at the time. They bet everything on one athlete. There was just one problem. He didn't want them. He preferred another brand. Nike wasn't his first choice. It wasn't even his second. But Nike saw something deeper, not just skill, but identity, presence, a story waiting to be told. So they didn't just offer him a contract, they offered him something bigger. They built an entire concept around him. A shoe. That wasn't just a product, but a statement. When the design came out, it didn't look like anything else. Black, red, bold, different. And that's when everything went wrong. Or at least, it looked that way. The league banned the shoes, said they broke the rules, too flashy, too disruptive. Most companies would panic, pull the product, play it safe. EUBs, Nike did the opposite. They leaned in hard. They turned the ban into a message. Banned, simple, direct, unforgettable. Every time the athlete stepped on the court wearing those shoes, there was a fine, and Nike paid it again and again and again. But something unexpected happened. People didn't see a violation. They saw rebellion. They saw confidence. They saw attitude. And suddenly, the shoes weren't just shoes anymore. They meant something. Demand exploded. Stores couldn't keep up. Lines got longer. Shelves emptied. Then filled. Then emptied again. Nike didn't just create a hit product. They created a movement. Other brands tried to respond, but they were too late. They were still playing by the old rules. Nike had already changed the game. What looked like a mistake.
Banned by the league.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. Amen to that.
Became their biggest advantage. What looked like a risk became their identity. And that's the part most people don't understand. Nike didn't win because they were bigger. They weren't. They didn't win because they were safer. They weren't. They won because they were willing to be different. To take a risk no one else would take. To stand behind something before the world believed in it. And in the end, that one decision didn't just save Nike. It turned them into a global icon. Nike didn't play the game better. They changed what the game was. And everything after that was never the same.